Well, good morning, everybody. Linda, Red, and Grace, Texas Girls Farm. Yeah, I just got everything fed, and she's been feeling frisky. She's over here, yeah, jumping and running and wanting. There she goes. There she goes, acting like a little yearling. Mama. Dutton is eating. But, yeah, y'all saw I just finished feeding chickens, saw them at the front of the video. So, we hadn't seen the goats for a while. And you can tell, she's a big old girl. And she's a loving girl. Yes, she is. She's just as loving as can be. She loves to be scratched. Just scratched and scratched and scratched. She's a good girl. She is. All right, I put your food in there. Come on, Grace. Come on. I put your food in there. Come on. Your food's in there. Anyway. Yep, one's already out. I don't know why they think they have the need to be out. But, today what I think I'm going to do is, before it rains. Get down from there, girl. Get down from there. Y'all always wanting to come up here. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get. She's not afraid of me. Come on. Go. Ah, he got upset. I didn't hurt her. Getting very protective, even of the ones that come out. And I wanted to tell y'all a story, and then I'll tell y'all what I'm going to try to do today. I ain't walking over there because I'm sure it's stinking. You can see over there on the fence. Yeah. So, after I mowed the other day, I came back out here and was planting some flower seeds over on the other side because apparently the ones that I threw down don't want to be coming up. And I looked over into the fruit orchard and I saw the snake, which appeared to be the same gray snake that I had ran off from up there 2 weeks ago. I guess it didn't learn. Because I thought it was still alive. It was not. It was dead. I guess one of the dogs, probably Maggie, could have been Blessing because they were both in here. One of the dogs found it, and it had some puncture wounds, so it had died. And I found out it was actually a gray yellow belly racer, which was kind of strange that it wasn't aggressive toward me when I ran it off a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, sad to see that it was actually dead. I mean, they eat frogs and rodents, and I don't know about the rabbits. I'm sure the baby rabbits, if that mama is in here, if she's still around and had babies, it'd probably eat the baby rabbits too. So if it's down here and the dogs found it, it needed to go. But today, I think what I'm going to do, because this is getting so tall in through here, I think I'm going to go get the weed eater and weed it all down and weed all this down and then clean this up, because I may plant something here. I haven't decided yet. But, yeah. And then I'll get in the side by side and take y'all around and let y'all see the paths that I cut over there and show y'all, just give y'all a little idea of just how tall this grass out here has grown. And I already, so this week alone, I've mowed the hillside and over there, right down the hill, twice. I went ahead when I had the mower out. Oh, there's a hummingbird. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's up there on the top of those candle lilies, getting some nectar. love Mother Nature. Oh, it's still over there. It's just flying around every one of them. Every one of them. But I digress. Anyway, yeah, went ahead and mowed that again. So, I'm going to get the weed eater. I'm going to show you, walk in, back in here, and I did a little cleaning up in the greenhouse. Show y'all. Plants, I watered that real good. But this tomato plant is doing really good. The squash plants are doing really good. Even the little one that's trying to sprout down there, cucumber, I got it training to go up there. We'll see how long that lasts. I probably need to get another trellis for it, and then that tomato, and it's just starting to flower. And watermelon plants, they're getting some growth on them, but nothing special. But that tree right there is dead. And I came out here the other day, and there was more limbs that had fell off of it over there, so that's piled up. I'm wanting it to rain. As soon as it rains, that's going to be the next pile. And while that pile is burning, I'm going to come and clean all this up. I used to have a compost pile right there, and there's a big log underneath there, and I need to get it out so I can go ahead and burn it while I set this on fire. And the blueberry plant is doing really good. Yeah, all that new growth on the tops, I'm really pleased to see all that. So I checked the figs yesterday. I didn't have enough potting soil to put around them, which it need to be mowed first, but I did go, not potting soil, mulch. I did go and put some mulch around the others, just at the base around them, to help when it rains, to keep some of the moisture in around the pomegranate. I should have probably made it real big, but I only had one bag, so I said, I guess some's better than none. But everything here, canna lilies that I transplanted are good. There's morning glories, or 4 o'clocks coming up here. And see this little bit of grass, so I figured when I brought the weed eater, I trimmed that down, put another piece of cardboard down there. Everything's shaping up, but all this I'll weed eat and clean up. And you can tell these have been blooming. Those over there have been blooming. So pretty. American Beautyberry is starting to flower, and then it will produce its berries. 4 o'clock's coming in there. The yarrow is still blooming in there. But I came in here because something had been digging underneath my fabric and moved. This had been up underneath there, so I moved it, cleaned everything up, and washed everything down, and then watered everything. And pepper plants are doing really good, and that watermelon plant and cantaloupe's doing fine. Pepper plant's doing good, and this tomato plant is doing okay. No flowers yet. We'll see. There was a big old hornet caught up in that net yesterday, so hopefully we'll get some life. For some reason, the cherry tomatoes do really well in here, but the regular tomatoes, they really don't like it in here. I've been trying to come and kind of uncover these pepper plants during the daytime some, but it's been cloudy, and then yesterday afternoon it got sunny. So I'm gonna go up and get the weed eater and get to work so I can get that done, and then I'll take y'all around the property and she sees something. Maybe not, maybe so. Let me walk around there and see if our dear friend, I was on the mower yesterday, and I see Blessing chasing a deer across the path. Oh, and I went down there and mowed around the weeping willow. I'm looking. She must have just been looking at stuff. But the day that I mowed, which is the day I made the other video, I didn't have to carry water down there. It actually rained a little bit, so they all got a drink of water. So, okay. I'm going to go get the weed eater. Look at all those 4 o'clocks coming up. 4 o'clocks, American Beauty Berry. And the 4 o'clock that's in the pot behind the house, it's already going to seed. So I've been having to try to pick the seeds off of it and put it back in the bucket so I won't have 4 o'clocks growing all around the back. All right, I'm going to go get the weed eater, and then I'll pick y'all back up in just a few. Well, I was trying to figure out who was coming in here and laying the egg. And it's one of my American French breasts, whatever they are. Anyway, them daggum chickens are expensive. I tried to find some yesterday and order some. And they're expensive. That's what I wanted to raise, but they're too expensive. Anyway, I was out there weeding, and I seen her jump up in the window. And now I know who's been laying the egg over there. Anyway, got it pretty much done. Got to get the leaf blower. My battery went dead. I didn't get right there in the middle. But I left the little violets. Left any of the little violets coming up. They're all volunteer. But I did pull up my app. That is another plum tree. And you can see it's got growth coming over there. So that thing will probably be dug up once it gets a little bit bigger. I'm not going to mess with it. And replant it. And then hopefully having two, we can get this thing to fruit. It needs to fruit. But anyway, you see I got all the stuff pulled up and got that all cleaned up and got everything weed-eated, and I left those right there because those are those little blue mist flowers. But it was just thick. I mean, it took my whole battery just to do this, because if you can tell down here, there's so many of these vines everywhere. I really need to get in here and try and chop them up, but got everything cleaned up around, and it smells so good out here. I don't know if it's the fig trees. They were dripping water on me when I would brush them, but I haven't seen any figs making yet. I'll let it get a little bit hotter and see how it does. I pruned some of the limbs back. Pretty decent. I probably should have cut off some more of this so it grew that way. But, yeah. I got to about right here. I just didn't get that finished. So, it's better. At least I'll know where I'm walking. And this part right here is a little bit blurry because a snake could slither up underneath there. And you'd never know it. But that looks so much better. So much better. So I'm going to get the leaf blower and try to blow some of this grass this away. And then I have to go air up the tire on the south side. Already plugged in the air compressor so I can do that. And then we'll go right around the property. Alright. Well, as you can see, the coffee is dripping. Decided, came up, put the tools up, got the battery on the charger, and decided to make my coffee. And every morning, and this is not a sponsored video. It's hard to get sponsors when you ain't even got 1,000 subscribers, but I've been taking this for almost, I think July will be a year. And it's like it says, an inner skin treatment for basically rebuilding your collagen and stuff. And what I do, I've already put a scoop in here. I mix my coffee with it in the morning. That's vanilla chi. You can mix it with your coffee, you can mix it with tea, you can mix it with water, you can mix it with whatever you want to drink. But if any of y'all are interested in any of that, it's from Beauty Society. The lady that is my, I guess, whatever, sponsor, agent, I don't know what you call them. But I can get a hold of her and get y'all hooked up. So, let me know. Anyway, fixing to go air up the tire after I drink some of my coffee. I think I'm going to sit down for a minute, drink some of my coffee, air up the tire, and then we're going to go for a ride. And I turned on this Oh, it's back. Somebody's messed with the water this morning. Alright, pick y'all back up in a minute. Well, I'm in my favorite spot. Drinking my coffee on a little chorus chair. It's become my coffee holder. And wanted to show y'all. See all these seeds already popping out? That's how these things grow crazy. You can see the ones I've already cleared out, but I like to wait until they open all the way. And that one, see, it had a little bit of give. And see, there's even one right there. And hopefully, I just pinch it off. And, whoop. And that's why I wanted to come up and get them and put them in there. So I don't have 4 o'clocks growing. Even though they would be pretty, I really don't want them growing because I'd have to pull them all up and transplant them because I do want to put gravel all the way down here. This has just turned out to be so much better, and I can just see all of this in gravel and being so much better for the water runoff and the drainage. So, alright, I'm going and drink my coffee just a little bit, and then we're going to go take a ride in the side-by-side. Well, I just wanted to come back, and because I got to looking at the videos before I started editing, and the video would have been real long. I mean, like 30 minutes long. So instead of making one video, I'm going to go ahead and break it up into 2 parts. One will be me taking care of weed eating and getting that all cleaned up down there, and the other one will be in the side-by-side exploring and showing y'all the property. And hopefully the one that we did in the side-by-side may not be able to be uploaded until if I do the editing on both of them. The first one, it may take all day long to upload unless I go into town, and then that one could be out today, and then the other one would be out tomorrow. So if y'all like the content, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, come to the channel and subscribe. We'd love to have you. Leave me a comment of any other things y'all might be interested in seeing. I haven't drove on the other side of the property besides mowing right across the creek over there in probably 2 months. I don't even know if I could still get through over there. It was kind of grown up the last time my son and I drove over there, and we had to cut a tree out of the way. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. Maybe I can get my sister to cut a path, at least maybe push some of those trees on the other side up next to the creek, not in the creek, but next to the creek, so and start cleaning up some of that. We'll see. And after she does whatever she can get done, I'll make sure I make another video on that. And hopefully I'm going to see if she can't get some of those logs that are around that tree trunk up next to that, because I want to go ahead and burn them. I've been saving them, and the people I'm saving them for, I mean, they're big hickories, and they're probably 6-foot logs, and they haven't came picked them up. And yes, I could cut them up for firewood, but I don't have the equipment. So anyway, y'all stay safe, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a good day.